Hey my loves, this is Raven from Raven's Reviews, and today we have a collab. So there's 5 of us participating in this wonderful collab, and all of the queens participating are going to be in the description box below. The beautiful HeyyouAmandaa chose serial killers, and I was just gassed. As soon as I heard this, I thought it was an amazing idea. So instead of the typical serial killer with an S, we're talking about our classic favorite cartoon serial characters, but with a twist. So I'm just quickly taking Angelina here, and I just took my buffer and quickly roughed up all of the surface. My original game plan was I got a gorgeous milky white from Red Iguana, and I wanted to test her out, and I thought it would be perfect for the cereal. Like, I wanted this milky background, but I was in such a bad pain state. I couldn't handle the filing. So you're gonna see me basically swatch the milky white, but I realized I was gonna have to be doing some shaping and certain stuff, and just with my pain, I knew that it just wouldn't work out. So I ended up switching to a custom color that I created with a mixture of, I believe it's C&D polish, McCart, and Kiara Sky. Actually, I mixed 3 colors to get this like really gorgeous milky white. So that is what I'm going to be using today. So my gorgeous nail fam, how is everybody doing today? So for Miss Angelina, we're going in with McCart's Primer Dehydrator. Now, the dehydrator actually smells like watermelons. I love using it. And then we're going in with McCart's Base Coat so that we have prepped these nails for the gods, so they will be ready for the gorgeous nail art. I am actually madly in love with this Red Iguana builder gel in a bottle. But sadly, I just couldn't use her. As soon as I saw that I would have to be doing a little bit of shaping, my arms were in so much pain, so I just knew that was not going to be it. But I am really happy that I was able to show this in this video so you guys could see how creamy and dreamy she is. Instantly, I was like, okay, milk and cereal and milk. Okay, so if you guys haven't seen that video, then that means nothing to you, but I thought that looked like the best cereal color ever. Sorry, not cereal, but milk. And I placed her down and I fell in love, but I couldn't use it. But don't worry, because I will be bringing this out. I'm going to be doing a fire opal nail. I'm hoping I'm going to be doing that for a nailed it video, and I also want to do flower encapsulation, so you are going to most definitely be seeing this product, just not in this video. So as I was saying earlier, this is the C&D polish. It's called Studio White. I mixed that with McCart's Blanc and Kiara Sky, I believe, top coat, and I mixed it all together, and I got this like sheer, really pretty milky white. And I really love this because you can stack it and it still gives that like creamy appearance. So if you were going out for drinks, like summer drinks on a patio, this would be perfect just as is. It's so gorgeous, and if you put a matte color on it, you'd get the gorgeous milky, like you're going to see later on. I use a matte and it just brings it to life. But if you want to go the serial killer route, then stay tuned, because you'll see how I decorate these bad boys. For the nail art, my trusty McCart Black. I use this for everything. Now this is the blue. It's $175 from the Macaron collection. And I didn't actually end up using this color. I thought I might need it for Tony, but I didn't end up using this. We've got Red Flakes from Kiara Sky. I love this red. and I usually mix it with wine to get a nice blood splatter. This is Blue Mist from D&D. We've got Dutch Orange, I love her, from, again, D&D. And then this is the wine that I was talking about from McCart. I love to mix this with red flags to get a gorgeous splatter. And no nail art look would be complete without Blanc. You always need your Noir and Blanc. So that is just my palette right there. And we're getting ready to twist and make Tony the Tiger creepy. Dipping into red flags, I'm just quickly adding a little bit of splatter before I do the match made in heaven, where I mix a little bit of red flags and the wine, and I get gorgeous, gorgeous splatter. So sorry, I know I probably sound like a psychopath right now saying gorgeous blood splatter. I'm just a huge fan of Dexter, and I'm a huge horror fanatic, so I just thought that this looked perfect and such an easy way to do a Halloween or horror design without, because I've tried to do blood splatter with so many different techniques, and this bristle brush and dotting tool is everything. To let you a little bit in on the vision, it was so funny. So my partner, she wanted me to do like Tony the Tiger King, but I want to do a whole Tiger King nail series set. Like, that's definitely going to happen. So I kind of elaborated on her idea. And so for my idea, the lovely Tony the Tiger worked for Kellogg's, and he was a mascot for many years. But eventually Kellogg's threw him away and he was left jobless. So he decided to work for Tiger King. Needless to say, it ended in blood and splatter. But we have a new serial killer on our hands, Tony the Tiger King. I had a ridiculously fun time making this set, and I'm really grateful for Amanda for thinking up such a wonderful theme, because you really could have went anywhere with this. And I actually want to do a little bit of a series where I do different serial killers. Amanda did a gorgeous Trix bunny. Tessa did a lovely, like, Count Chocula, but evil. And I can't wait to see what the other queens did. But I want to bust out some more. Like, did you see those those xenomorphs and Chucky Harms and Night of the Dead Crispies? Like, I want to do those all. So if you guys want to see some different serial killer sets, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you are all snuggled up. You have your throws or blankets and your popcorn, and you're just ready to watch the magic. So shortly I'm going to go through the reference images. Some of these pictures were at the beginning of the video, but I am so excited. So first of all, here, Chucky Harms, we've got our Tony. Just quickly scroll through here, Night of the Crispies. A Bite More, Crunchy Kruger, Hex. Like, these are just genius. So I just had to go through them again and show them because I just thought these were genius. But I did serial killer Tony the Tiger. Look at this. He's about to snap, crackle, pop. But I had so much fun with this set. But as I was saying earlier, I was experiencing a lot of pain. So I was struggling, like, when I was trying to do my line work and other things. I wasn't getting the desired effect I wanted. So I thought, why not make a decal? And a lot of the decals I saw people make, they started off with like a base coat, they mapped out their area, and then they created their art. But for me, I thought, what if I did something a little different? And instead of working with the base coat, what if I just drew directly on the Ziploc bag and almost created decals that I could pop off and then move around at will? So I am tickled pink that I chose to do this because I am going to be using this method way more often. And this is actually how I was able to create Tony. So I don't have the decal making of Tony, but I will be making a secondary video in which I show how to do more detailed character art and like how to create these decals. So if this is something you'd like to see, please comment down below, but I'm for sure going to be making this video because I think this is a game changer and it helped me so much. As you can see here, I didn't even end up using this in the set, but I really tried so many different like lettering styles, mixing different colors, just to try to get my desired, like the lettering that I wanted. And this video just proved to me, don't be your worst critique, you know? Like if it takes a couple times, don't get discouraged. If I had have gotten discouraged, I wouldn't have made this set. And being able to play around and try something different and using these decals, it was a huge game changer for me. So this is just another almost like affirmation that if something's not turning out the way you want it, try to approach it from a different angle. So you're going to see later on, I start Tony and it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So I just stopped and I moved on to another nail and I came back and I ended up creating the perfect Tony the Tiger. So this whole journey of learning nail art and just how to do nails has been so amazing, and it's taught me so much about myself and my own self-expression. And I'm just really happy that instead of me defeating myself and saying that I can't do something, I try to figure out how can I and apply that method. So right now I'm just placing down my little decals I created. In no way is this the way it's going to be cured, but I wanted to place all of the lettering down first and then move it around so that I could get my desired image. And sorry, I did not mention before, I'm placing down these decals that I created. I'm placing it down on a base coat. So you do need something for it to stick to and be able to move around. At this moment, I knew that the method that I chose was perfect. So I'm just quickly moving this around so that it's in the most perfect placement, and then I'm going to cure. But I'm kind of thinking about doing lettering like this, not always, but I'm definitely going to be doing this more often because I find sometimes when I'm trying to actually draw it on the nail, maybe I'll make certain letters too big or it just won't exactly fit across the nail the way I want. And this way I was actually able to more focus on my font and lettering on the bag. And then when I took it off the Ziploc bag, I was able to more focus on my placement. So even down to the dot on the eye, like I was just so happy with how this turned out. And once I have it in its perfect placement, I'm just going to matte top coat it so it can be ready for the rest of the art. This is the moment where the set truly began to take life for me. I put that top coat on and it made that milky white, like it made it milk. I could not get over how perfect that looked. So even though I was in so much pain doing this, I started doing my little happy dance. So this is the moment where I tried to draw Tony, hand paint him on the nail, and it was not turning out how I wanted. So I actually just wiped it off and went to the next nail. And later on, actually on a video call with Mama and Envy, I made the decal with a Ziploc bag and the colors I selected. And I was literally so shocked that it turned out that beautiful that I couldn't, like, I had to use it. So I will definitely be doing a secondary video where I go into greater detail on how I made that decal. Oh, sounds like a package is getting delivered. If you can hear that beeping, I'm so sorry. Now for this nail specifically, I wanted to make it look like Tony ripped through flesh. So for Tony, like, I know the reference image had a knife, but I was thinking, buddy, he's a tiger. He don't need no weapons. His teeth and claws is enough. So this nail specifically is meant to look like his nails are ripping through. So I actually am going to use a little sticky tack to create flesh. And I really love using this method because it really gives that appearance of that dripping, yeah, sorry, this is just sounding really gross, but it gives a very lifelike, gory image, if you will. Using my nails, I'm just creating grooves to give a more lifelike image. It's so funny, but on another call with Mama, this was like a while back, closer to Halloween, I did like a Freddy Krueger nail where you could see his claws ripping through the nail, and then I used this method with the sticky tack, but I've never been able to show it in an actual video. So I'm really excited to show this to you because it really gives a completely different look, and it's so easy. Like, if you do press-ons, you've got sticky tack. I also realized that you could use carving gel for this, but I don't have any currently. This is the part where it comes to life, and I'm just adding some red flags on top of there. And as you see, when you're finished painting, the little grooves that you made, it's almost like paint does not settle in those areas, and it gives it such a dimension. So it almost looks as though it's like brains or something. Like it's a very unique method, and I really love like the finished product of what it looks like. going in with my Carte Blanche. I'm just going in and creating those claw marks from Tony. And the only thing I did not show is I do go back in with my Jenny #1 and I outlined it in black. And then I went back in with white so I could make those lines, the black outlines, as tiny, like as thin as possible. Okay, y'all, this is the exciting part. So we take out our Frosted Flakes and instantly my golden retriever ran over. She was like, "Can I have some? Can I have some, please?" So this is the Tony decal I made. How stinking cute is this? I was so happy that, first of all, I was able to draw this. I traced it out, but as soon as I traced it and cured it, that's when I filled in everything else with the gel colors. And I was just so happy because I thought, you know, maybe I can't draw Tony, but I did. I just did it a different way and created a decal. So going in with my Macarte rhinestone glue, I am just going to cover as much of this nail as possible because the decal I created, I wanted it more like a kawaii charm where it's stuck on top of the nail versus molded to shape to the nail, if that makes sense. So I'm just quickly covering this and then I'll be showing you the placement of Tony. And also we got to make him more scary. So I realized Tony the tiger doesn't have claws and he doesn't have teeth. And that's probably why as a child, he's non-threatening. So it was real easy for me to kind of do a sinister spin on him. As soon as I put the teeth on there, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, he's looking so sinister. And in a couple minutes, I'm going to put some blood splatter on there so it looks like he just did a fresh kill. And these creepy Tony the Tiger nails are truly coming together. And I want to thank you guys so much. You guys are the best humans ever. I can't get over how much love and support that I am surrounded with every day. And I love you guys so much. So thank you. And I'm hugging you. So we're just going to go in here and take a few Frosted Flakes because we're going to do our ring finger. We are going to put some actual cereal on there so it's mixing with the milk. I couldn't resist. We had to put some actual Frosted Flakes in this set. And yeah, so right here, my dog is drooling beside me. I have to ask, with this wonderful theme, what are your favorite cereals? Please comment down below. I love Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, Reese's Puffs. So I'd really love to know what your guys' favorites are. So using that same stippling effect, I've dipped into red flags and wine, and I'm just creating the blood on Sir Tony's teeth, those voracious chompers. So by this stage, after I had played around with the decals, I just realized if you kind of fold the Ziploc in half, you'll almost get it where it's peeling off of the Ziploc bag and it makes it way easier to remove. And again, when I do my decal video, I will show all of those hacks as well. But how satisfying is that? That is a hand-painted decal. You didn't have to, print it out. You didn't have to buy it online. You could just make it yourself. Off camera, I just gave a little swirl of the McCart rhinestone glue, and we're gonna go into this. Okay, this was so fun. I never thought when I started doing nails that I would have a day where I was putting cereal on nails, and I just felt really grateful in this moment because I remember for so long just letting the demons win and being like, you're not creative enough, or you could never draw this. And I have literally slayed those demons, and I am saying, yes, I can. So I am so happy with how this turned out. And I'm very grateful to be in this community and to be learning so much. So with a huge smile on my face, I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching this. We are going to have a whole photo shoot at the end, and I know this was a little bit of a longer video, so just thank you so much for being a part of this magical process. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one, because every video I just feel more and more and more excited. I just can't get over that Tony never had teeth and never had claws. And the moment that I introduced that, he became terrifying. So I'm just top coating this decal that I created, and I am loving this final look. Angelina is looking fierce. Now, every nail tech and nail enthusiast alike, this is our favorite part. The last looks. Oh my gosh, the frosted flakes, the nail ripping, the splatter, I really think this set turned out perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. And please make sure you turn those notification bells on so you don't miss that decal video that's going to be coming out, or any of the exciting collaboration videos that are going to be coming out in the next couple days. Mwah.